Okay, hi everyone. Fox 19 Now First Alert Meteorologist Anna DuVall here with your forecast update. We're going to start pretty similarly to yesterday, but we do have some more details on the rain chances coming up here, so we're going to get into a little bit the nitty-gritty of all of that. I know a lot of people want to know about that rain that's ahead here. So let's go ahead, start pretty similarly to yesterday. Still feeling like summer out there. We went outside today. It was another hot day. But we do have fall temperatures on the way. We're really, really close to feeling a whole lot more like fall out there. This is what it's looking like right now. A gorgeous day across the tri-state. Bengals game going on right now, so if you're watching that, it's definitely a tough one at the moment here. This is what it looks like off our Turfway camera. Some clouds lingering around, just some fair weather clouds. Southerly wind, bringing in a lot of moisture into our area at the moment. 80 degrees, so again, pretty warm out there. I do think this is like a little, we can go and look at the Bengals, the Paycor Stadium there. You can look really close, we can almost see the fans there, but a gorgeous day again, 80 degrees. Yeah, I really like this Newport camera and this view right now with the sun glaring down. I don't know, they have a few more, looking like a few more clouds out there. Again, southerly wind, we'll talk about that, how that's going to affect us in just a second here. Here's what it's looking like across the area in terms of our current conditions. Batesville sitting at 79 though, so they're our cooler spot, if you say that's cool. 81 degrees Cincinnati, 80 in Hamilton, as well as Wilmington there, 82 Flemingsburg, 80 Covington. So again, pretty warm across the area. Today we hit high temperatures in the low to mid 80s. So we were spot on with that 84 yesterday, Middletown 84, Hillsborough 84, 85 in Cincinnati, but 1 or 2 degrees, you really can't tell the difference. It's more about the story sometimes. We were pretty close to a record again today. Again, not really as close as we were yesterday. 82 was our high temperature. Again, that gets taken at CVG. 89 is the record, 1951. 32 is the record low, so I'm glad we weren't anywhere close to that. Again, no rainfall throughout the day today. We aren't expecting that to come until the beginning portion of the week ahead. So let's go ahead, get into that. I know a lot of people really wanting to know what's going on with our rain chances and storm chances, especially this upcoming week. So let's talk weather headlines here. Humidity is increasing this week. So we're going to start feeling more humid. We're going to have showers and storms moving through the area. And then we're going to feel a whole lot more like fall once a cold front passes by. So let's go ahead, get into it. This is going to be the story. We're going to talk a lot about the humidity because this will really I'm sorry. Oh, I choked. Excuse me, sorry. The humidity will really tell the story for us if we let it. So here's our monkey beater. You'll have to stay with me here. So today, tomorrow, we're in that comfortable, a bit humid. We're not really feeling all that much humidity outside. It's just hot, but it's mostly dry. It's mostly dry. Tuesday, you can see we're feeling that humidity, feeling that mugginess out there. It's not miserable, but definitely feeling more humidity than we're feeling today and tomorrow. Cold front's going to pass through there on Tuesday, and you can release, or early Wednesday morning, Tuesday night, early Wednesday. You'll be asleep when this passes through there. You can see that difference. We'll be back in that comfortable, refreshing range for the rest of the week ahead once that cold front passes. Okay. Again, very important to remember that humidity is really telling the story here. This is what it's out there looking like out there right now. Not a lot of clouds in the mix, but you saw some of those fair weather clouds, southerly wind, adding moisture to our air. So we're seeing a few more clouds than we had been. If we zoom out, bigger picture here, most places in the Ohio Valley staying dry, staying clear right now. You can see the showers and storms down near the Tennessee Valley there. And then storms up near Omaha, Nebraska, Iowa area. But we're staying dry. We're dry for right now. If we zoom in a little bit, talk about our water vapor, talk about how much moisture is in the air. You can see this, we're in this brown color to black color here, and that's filling our entire area. So we're dry, not seeing all that much humidity. You can see where that moisture is though, where all those clouds and thunderstorms are down there, where the white colors are. Again, we're staying dry for right now. Let's look at our dew points. Again, this is going to be a lot about our dew points here moving into the next couple of days. Here's where we are. Comfortable range between 50 and 60. We've been over this a few times. If you've been on here, you've heard me say that a million times now, I think. But between 50 and 60. So most people staying between that range. VV there, 2 degrees warmer there than that range, but probably still feeling pretty much dry. Let's look at the future cast. Let's go ahead and switch things over. Here's our forecasted dew points. So this is 6 a.m. on Monday. You can see staying in the middle 50s there, so comfortable, dry. We were talking about this earlier. Fast forward here, we're going to go through Tuesday, 11:30. We've already seen some rain on Tuesday at this time. You can see we're in the mid 60s now, mid to upper 60s. So it's going to be pretty humid. Again, comfortable range between 50 and 60. So definitely feeling that humidity out there. Rain is currently happening this time Tuesday. If we fast forward here, I have a pause point here on purpose because you can really see the divide. The cold front's going to start passing through. You can see this is Wednesday, 7 a.m. Here's that cold front. You can see where the lighter greens are still in the area, but the other side of these temperatures here are these white, yellow colors indicating drier conditions. You can see those dew points reflecting it as well. Less moisture in the air, dew points are lower. We're in those 40s, that 40 range, so definitely comfortable, definitely refreshing. It's going to feel a lot more like fall going into Wednesday morning. You're going to wake up and it's going to feel like a crisp fall day out there, and you can really see it there. As it continues to push here, you can see Wednesday into Thursday. This is Thursday, 1 a.m., so most people are asleep, but the picture is still here. 30s in terms of dew points. So we're really going to be feeling a lot drier, a lot more of that crisp fall air, but we have to get through those couple of rain chances and that cold front pushing through. So 30% there on Monday. That's mostly for Monday evening going into early morning on Tuesday. Tuesday we'll see rain almost throughout the entire day, very widespread rain as well. And you can see that cold front again passes through very late on Tuesday into early morning on Wednesday. And we got that 20% chance of rain on Wednesday. Again, that's going to be really early morning hours, just in front of that cold front pushing through. So let's get into details. Let's go into the nitty gritty on our future cast here. I know a lot of people really want to see that. Let's go ahead and start in the upper atmosphere though, because this will also help tell our story a little bit more. So you can see we have that ridge of high pressure, but now it's starting to push off. This is Monday, and this ridge will start to build into our area. You can see it's not really dipping that low, but it's definitely over us, bringing in a low, bringing in that frontal system that we're going to see move through that cold front as well. So this is really what's driving the weather pattern ahead. So this is what we're looking like in the upper atmosphere. Let's go back down to the surface level here. Here is our weather timeline. So today, looking pretty dry throughout the night. Going to early Monday morning, 6 a.m. 6 a.m. on Monday. A few spotty showers are expected. You can see clouds building in as well. Lots of moisture building in. Showers start pushing through the area. A few of those heavier pockets, isolated storms as well. And then as we move into 3, 4 o'clock, again, they're very spotty going into Monday. That's why that chance is so small, very spotty chance. Not very much widespread rain, but look at this. This is the bigger rain chance that we were talking about here. This is Monday, 10 p.m. 10 p.m. bigger evening rain chance on Monday. We talked about that a second ago. Here is the storm system. This is it. This will continue to push through the area widespread going into Tuesday. So staying to our more western counties here right now, a few of those heavier pockets. If I move it forward just a little bit, let's move it forward. Look at it, 1 a.m. on Tuesday. You could wake up, a couple rumbles of thunder out there, heavier pockets for sure across the area, widespread coverage. Everyone's going to be seeing some sort of rain on Tuesday, whether you sleep through that or not. So just be on the lookout, especially as your early morning commute happens. This is 4 a.m. I know that I'm already at work at 4 a.m. I know a lot of people aren't, but if you're up watching us, we'll definitely have more info on this then, but definitely seeing some heavier pockets here and there throughout the entire area. But again, the bigger picture is that everybody is going to be seeing rain. It's going to be very widespread. Again, this is 4 a.m., so we'll keep moving it forward to times that people are awake. Heavier thunderstorms around 7, around your morning commute there. So we're expecting that widespread rain, slowing traffic there, going into Tuesday early morning. And you can see those storms just continue to progress throughout Tuesday early morning. This is 8 a.m. Still seeing some of those heavier pockets across the area. Definitely some thunderstorms. You see that bigger band? Here's that bigger band. Now we could be looking at some wind threats as well with this. You can see it slightly bowing out a little bit. That would indicate some damaging wind threats with this storm system. This is 10 a.m. A lot of those heavier pockets are now shifted. You can see most of that rainfall is continuing to hit south of the Ohio River and Brown and Adams County there. So they're seeing a pretty good portion of the rainfall. If we click forward one more time, it will continue. This is noon. Still seeing that south of the Ohio River, so in our northern Kentucky viewing area, as well as Brown and Adams County, continuously seeing this rainfall. 6 p.m. Still the same story. So what does that mean for everybody in northern Kentucky and Brown and Adams County? They're going to be seeing a more significant amount of rainfall by the time this event is over. And you can see that here. This is very clear. A pretty significant amount of rainfall. Northern Kentucky, 2 inches in most places expected. Brown, Adams, Highland County there, seeing about 2 inches as well. A lot of people, everyone is going to be seeing rain, we are expecting, but it just depends if you're in one of those heavier pockets and you're seeing those continuous heavy bands of rain moving through. So that's what we're looking for in terms of our rainfall. As we get a little bit more close here, this could turn into that first alert weather day. I'm going to look a little bit more into it when I get off of this stream here. But this is what we're looking like in terms of chances of rain. Again, Monday, that chance kind of spotty throughout the day on Monday. But then that evening time is when we'll really see that rain start to kick up. Tuesday, rain throughout your entire day. Cold front will pass through really late Tuesday, early morning Wednesday, and then we'll see that lingering shower chance really early in the morning on Wednesday. So we're not really expecting all that much rain going into your daytime hours on Wednesday. This is what it's looking like in terms of our rain chances over the next several days. So here's our big system here. Over the next 3 days there, you can see that's where that cold front is. We have small rain chances Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and maybe again on Tuesday and Wednesday, but again, that's very small chances of rain. So we can go through this on a little bit more of a broader range of these topics, and you can see this is 2 p.m. and you can really see those heavier pockets of rain staying south of the Ohio River, staying in our northern Kentucky regions, and then Highland, Brown, Adams County there, seeing the brunt of those heavier downpours there as this pushes through on Tuesday. Again, staying mostly dry throughout your day on Wednesday, Thursday, expecting to be dry as well. And then you can see that small chance on Saturday there of those showers making it into our area. We need the rainfall though. This is good news. I know a lot of the places that are going to be seeing the heavy rainfall. It's going to be the same story as last time. Again, south of the Ohio River, Brown, Adams, Highland County there. They saw the brunt of the rainfall last time. They're going to be seeing the brunt of the rainfall this time as well. So that's going to be very helpful for them. Hopefully we get some more rainfall totals in our more northern counties across the area because they're in that moderate drought. We're trying to alleviate that here. So let's go ahead and talk about right now. Here are our temperatures outside across the area. 81 in a lot of places, 80 in some places there, 79 Batesville as well as West Union. Maysville sitting at 82, so a little bit warmer there as well as Middletown. This is what it's looking like on our 24-hour temperature change. A little cooler today, slightly cooler. And again, we have more clouds today, more moisture getting added to the atmosphere. So the air is not going to warm up and cool down as quickly. So this is what we're looking at, a little bit cooler outside, just by a degree or two here and there. But overall, still pretty warm. If you're outside right now, you're definitely feeling those warmer conditions out there. Again, with the dew points, I told you that dew point is really going to tell our story for us here. We're in that comfortable dry range. Comfortable dry range for now, but you can see as we move into Monday, Tuesday, that really kicks up into that humid category going into Tuesday. Cold front will pass by and then we'll be back into those very dry conditions out there. So it's going to be feeling a lot better once this cold front passes by. I know that we already talked about our dew points right now, so let's talk about our temperatures over the next 10 days. As you can see, 80 degrees Monday, 76 Tuesday. Cold front will pass through really early in the morning on Wednesday there, 69 degrees, 70 on Thursday. You can see we'll be around our average into the weekend, staying in the low 70s, mid 70s there by the start of next week. We might tick up again by the time we reach Tuesday, Wednesday, but overall, staying right around our average, which is good. Just a couple ticks above it here and there. So that's what we're expecting for today. We can talk about tonight and tomorrow here. Tonight, another calm, cool night out there. It's going to be mostly clear. You might need a light jacket out there. 60 degrees is like my borderline. I might need a sweater if I head outside. You wake up tomorrow morning. This is what it's going to be feeling like. Some places seeing the upper 50s there. Hamilton, Connorsville, Lebanon, Hillsborough. Other places seeing 60s or mid 60s in terms of what they're waking up to tomorrow morning. So if you're heading off to work, again, you might need that light jacket. You might not. I know it's not like cranking the car early weather yet, but it's still going to be a little cool outside. So 80 degrees there, chance of showers. Again, that's going to be throughout the day, but mostly confined to the evening hours. Cooler temperatures expected ahead as well, about 5 degrees cooler than we saw today, but also about 7 degrees cooler than our average. So, we're still kind of stuck in the summertime feel if we look at our tri-states 12 seasons here. Still stuck in that summer again, but actual fall is almost here. I know we're technically in a fall, but we're really not feeling like fall. That's why we haven't moved it to actual fall yet. We haven't quite gotten there yet. And if you're looking forward to maybe some holidays, maybe you want to think cool thoughts out there, 26 days there until Halloween, 53 till Thanksgiving, 80 till Christmas, 88 till we're in a whole new year. So we have some stuff to look forward to over the next several weeks and months here. This is what it's looking like on our 7-day. 80 degrees Monday, that chance of showers. Rain, thunderstorms throughout your day on Tuesday, 76 degrees. 69 degrees there on Wednesday. Rain early in the morning. We'll see some more sunshine by the afternoon hours. Cool, crisp days ahead here. Thursday, Friday, going to be feeling a whole lot more like fall. Low humidity outside. Great weekend expected ahead. That very small rain chance on Saturday, but we're not expecting it to be all that much. And then staying right around our average going into the beginning of next week. So that's what we're looking like in terms of our 10-day forecast. I'm going to go ahead and put it full screen for everybody so that you can take a little bit of a closer look. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your Sunday, a great time watching the rest of the Bengals game, hopefully. And I'll be on tonight, 10 p.m. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the noon live stream. Have a great rest of your Sunday and a great start to your work week ahead.